Hi. Hello. Welcome to Coffee with Phaedra. My name is Phaedra, and I help women reconnect with themselves one cup of coffee at a time, one conversation at a time, one piece of clothing at a time. So today I want to ask you a question. What are you carrying? I'm not talking about your purse and your groceries and the laundry. I'm talking about the things that nobody sees. The pressure, the stress, the responsibilities, the things that quietly pile up and weigh us down until you realize you're tired. I've been thinking about that a lot lately because I think women carry way more than people realize. When I started thinking about this, I realized how many things we carry every day. We take care of our husbands, we take care of our kids, we help organize the church rummage sale if that's your thing. You remember birthdays, you plan menus, you make sure everyone eats, and you make sure they're all taken care of and have everything they need. In my own life, I had seasons where I watched one kid at bat, and then right after he was done, I went over across the field to watch the other kid at bat. Or I sat at football games from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. I'd watch the first one play his game, and because I didn't have much back then, I would stay all day and watch all those games. And now we're embarking upon a new journey. We're moving to West Virginia, which you've heard me talk about. I'm going to be helping my mother-in-law, and I'm going to be helping with my nephew. I'm sure that's going to be a challenge as well. After years of carrying so much, something started happening slowly that I didn't even see or realize. I stopped seeing myself. I didn't wake up one day and think, I'm not going to take care of myself anymore. That's not how it works. It's a gradual process. It's one stressful situation after another. It's one responsibility at a time. It's one difficult season at a time. It's learning to live with CRPS or fibromyalgia. Till we are just trying to keep life together. Trying to help someone else. I had stopped asking myself questions. I wasn't asking what made me happy, what brought me joy, what I needed, or what I wanted. I was asking, what can I do for you? How can I make this happen for you? I was being a mom and a wife, a caretaker. I just kept asking, what's got to be done next? And that's what I did. I just kept taking care of the next thing that needed to be done. It's hard, but somehow I got through it. And eventually it started showing up in my closet. When I finally cleaned out my closet, I thought I was organizing clothes. I wasn't. I was looking at years of my life hanging on hangers. Oversized cardigans, stretchy leggings, clothes that hid my body, clothes I bought because they were comfortable, clothes that helped me disappear. The closet wasn't judging me. It was simply telling the truth about the season I was living in. Now, I've already shared with you my process for cleaning out my closet and going through my closet, so I'm not going to reiterate that again. My closet wasn't the problem. It was reflecting the life that I was living. I could see in my closet the past from many years ago. All of those clothes that I hadn't touched in years that were still hanging there. Clothes that I currently wore that really needed to be replaced because they were really too big, or, you know, of course you can't wear too small clothes, but some of them were too small. And my someday clothes. I could see my someday clothes. I had a dress and a pair of jeans. Oh, I'll lose enough weight and I can get into those, I would think. Never happened. So what am I carrying that I was never meant to carry? That became the real question. Not what should I wear? Not what color looks best on me? What am I carrying that's weighing me down? For example, over to the left of my closet, there were tons of clothes that I had not touched for probably 10 years, weighing me down. Should have let go of them a long time ago. Maybe it was guilt. Maybe it was trying to make everyone happy. Maybe it was believing I had to fix everything. Maybe it was expecting myself to do more and to be better. I had been carrying guilt and grief. The guilt that I felt for not being able to do the things that I used to do. And the grief that I felt for not having the life that I once had prior to complex regional pain syndrome and fibromyalgia. Those were things that I was carrying, and that was absolutely in my closet, part of my closet that, like I said, needed to be let go of years ago. And maybe you're carrying something too. So here's what I'd like to leave you with today. Not a challenge to clean out your closet. Not a challenge to buy new clothes. Not even a challenge to organize a drawer in your house somewhere. But a question. What are you carrying? Is it guilt? Is it stress? Is it grief? Maybe it's unrealistic expectations of yourself. Maybe it's simply admitting that you're tired. Sometimes healing doesn't begin with changing everything. Sometimes healing begins with recognizing what you've been carrying all along. Sometimes it begins recognizing and admitting what you've been carrying all along. So I've learned something through this journey. It was never really about the closet. It was never really about the wardrobe. And it was never really about my style. The closet is simply where I began uncovering the woman that God intended me to be. And if you're on that journey too, I hope you'll come back and enjoy another cup of coffee with me. And if you know another woman that could use this for encouragement, I would be honored if you would share it with her. And until next time, be kind to yourself and keep uncovering the woman God created you to be. One cup of coffee, one conversation, and one piece of clothing at a time. I'll see you next time on Coffee with Phaedra.